Alright, what I'm going to try to show you here are a few of the editing features of iMovie. And starting with the iMovie icon, we'll just click that. On the first screen, we'll choose the plus sign, and that allows us to create a movie or a trailer. So we're going to choose a movie. And for a movie, it asks you to select some video and some photos to go along with this to start it off. So what I'm going to do is scroll down here, the car coming into the school property, and I'm going to start with this one, and then I'm going to add the start of the narration and add him driving away, and then we can create the movie down here at the bottom, and it automatically puts all of the video in for me. I can decide, well, maybe the car there's some extra footage here that I want to get rid of, so I'm going to click on that video frame and split it, and then click on this section. You see how it has the yellow around it, and I'm going to get rid of that by clicking the delete, the trash can. Now I can see it's driving in, and it's going to transition. This little icon here is a transition. You can either dissolve it or slide or wipe or whichever kind of transition you like. I kind of like the dissolve ones myself. And then you can see he starts talking, and we're talking about the field. And then I want to add some more pictures, so I'm going to click on photo and choose the all option here. And then I'm going to find some pictures about Len Dawson, because it's Len Dawson Field, and I'm going to just drop those in, and then we go back here and discover that we need to add the narration that's going to go behind this. I don't have this recorded yet, so we're just going to choose a short file to put in here. So we'll just say that it's the Williamsport version, just to give you an idea. You'll notice that it is blue, and a blue audio allows me to move it around. It should let me move it around. So we can drop it where we want it to start. We can also trim this, so I can split this audio, and maybe I want to get rid of this first part of the intro. We delete that. I can also go back to the beginning and add in the introductory music. So we drop that in there. If you drop it in and you notice that it is green instead of blue, the green will not allow you to move it around. If I move it over here to start it, it's going to bounce back there. So what you need to do is to change it to foreground music. Now if it's blue, that does allow me to move it around. Again, you can splice it and do all sorts of things with that. If we want to extend the photos so that it fits the narration better, if you click on any of the pictures, you'll see how it gives the yellow border around them. That shows that you can actually do something with it. And I'm going to drag the yellow part. And it's a little tricky sometimes. But you can see how I can make it longer or shorter. Also, you'll notice that there's something here called the Ken Burns effect, and that allows me to edit this so that it will start at one point, and then, so say we want to make it big like that, and then end on his face. We can do that. So now when this pans across here, you'll notice that it's going to pan with that Ken Burns effect. You can also turn that off if you wanted just to be a solid image, not doing anything, just sitting there. Another thing that you would probably want to do with the audio, with the intro, is to fade it out at a certain point when the talking begins. So I'm going to hit the, let's see, we're going to trim it a little bit here. So I'm going to trim this, cut that off, and then this section I'm going to highlight that, hit the volume button that's here, and there's a fade option. So you'll notice this little yellow triangle. I can pull that back across here, and you'll notice that when it plays now, it's going to start getting quieter with the background sound, and it will just fade itself out. So that's how you do a fade out on the music, and you can also do the same thing at the other end by putting your exit music and then fading into that. The other thing I want to show you here is the titles for the movie, and you'll want to split your screen where you want to have your introductory title. So we have this segment will have the title. I like to start off with the introductory part here, putting the name of the series in, and you're not able to do too much with changing fonts or colors or locations. You're pretty much stuck with what they have there, but they're pretty good choices. Okay, and then putting in the episode title underneath, and we'll just call it Len Dawson. So now when the beginning of the movie starts, you'll see that the title comes right up on the screen, and as soon as it gets to that break, it will close off. So that's pretty much the highlights of what you need to do to edit and put together your movie.